Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Youth STEM Matters Research Conference. It's exciting to have you all here today. To introduce myself, I'm Olufemi Victor, and I'm joining you today from Nigeria. I'm a fifth-year student at the Obafemi Awolowo University. Yes, and I'm also the Science Communication Editor at Youth STEM Matters. I've been co-organizing this event as a research conference organizer for the past few months. And of course, I'm really honored today to get to welcome everyone. I mean, every single young researcher, innovator, and STEM enthusiast. Welcome to the 2022 Youth STEM Matters Research Conference. I'm so glad you could join us today. And I'm also glad to let you know that over 200 youths from about 40 countries globally registered to join this research conference. So please do well to introduce yourself in the chat. Share with us, where you are joining us from, and that would be awesome. All right. We have an incredible set of sessions planned for today. Youth speakers talking about impressive scientific research and innovations. We also have STEM professionals discussing their impactful work and some amazing opportunities as well to get involved in our journal, Youth STEM Matters. We have breaks scheduled throughout the event to make sure everyone gets a chance to relax away from the screen. And you can also find the full conference schedule in our open event page. And the link will be available in the attendee pack and in the chat right now. All right. I know a lot of folks are new to the platform. That's the open platform. So before we get started, I'll just give you a tour of everything. All right. So our events will be running here on the stage on open, and all our stages will be here, and all the events will be here. So we also have the expo area right down, so you can find amazing the range of exhibit stands and including our sponsors, which I'll share about in just a minute. There are also some amazing young people from around the world who will be sharing their STEM projects as well. A lot of folks have already found the chat function. It's great to see so many young people across the globe joining us today. And so, yes, keep sharing your thoughts throughout the day. Although you won't have access to your cameras or your microphone, but there are plenty of opportunities to get involved. So please send in your questions and send in your chats via that chat box. And please partake of the polls that will be going on throughout the day and be awesome. Be awesome. Yes. So we hope you stay throughout the entire event. But of course, if you miss something, you can always catch up later by watching our recording on our YouTube channel. But nevertheless, we would encourage you to watch live to make sure you get the full attendee experience. Yes. And now also backstage, we have the research conference organizing team. We have Iona, we have Tatenda, we have Josh and myself. And we're all happy, to help you out in the chat if you experience or face any difficulties. Additionally, yes, Mari, who is the Youth STEM 2030s founder, as well as Lewis Cannon, who is the Communications and Administration Officer, are also backstage and are safeguarding leads. We actually want this to be a really welcoming and friendly environment for everyone. But of course, if anything makes you feel worried or uncomfortable, you'll find their contact details right in the attendee pack. Yes, now that all the housekeeping is out of the way, I'm super excited to also announce that throughout the day, we'll be running a research conference quest to get you all more familiar with our articles, our global articles and our youth-led scientific journals, Youth STEM Matters. Are you up to the challenge? Let's know in the chat section. All right. So getting started is actually pretty easy, but completing the whole quest might be a bit challenging. We have actually hidden 6 phrases which, when put together, make a sentence. So throughout the day, we'll be sharing 6 different hints in the chat. Each hint would actually lead you to a Youth STEM Matters article or the expo book where you'll find the phrases. And if you have managed to find the right article through the hints, you'll find the phrase in a blue box near the bottom of the article. So if you collect and combine all those 6 phrases together, you'd make a final sentence. And once you have this, you can submit it to us through our entry form by 1715 BST. And of course, you can find the link to the form in the attendee pack and, of course, in the chat right now. And also, the link is also as well in our Expo booth. So by submitting, you would actually enter our prize draw to win some amazing prizes. And if you miss any hints, there's no cause for alarm. We'll be saving them for you in the Research Conference Quest Expo booth as well. All right. So we would also, have active throughout the day social media, and I mean Instagram, Twitter. So please do well to share your highlights on the conference there, including talks that you find especially inspiring, and how you are doing on the conference quest as well. So at the end of the event, we'll be actually collating everyone who has, shared something on social media into a prize draw to win some vouchers, and more importantly, a copy of the Youth STEM Matters print edition. So please be sure to enter, the draw. And you can also, tag us at Youth STEM 2030, and make sure you use the hashtag Youth STEM Matters Conf, which of course has been displayed. And just as my final moment before we get started, we also want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. We have our sustaining sponsor, Regenesis. We have our supporting sponsor as well, the School of Biological Sciences at the University of Aberdeen. And lastly, our participating sponsor, the University of the West of Scotland. I mean, we are incredibly grateful for your support, and the conference really wouldn't have been possible without you. There are plenty of opportunities for the attendees to find out more about our sponsors by visiting the exhibitor booth, which of course is in the expo area. And I would definitely recommend that you check them out today and just make time out to check that.